Have you ever asked for a sign and then received one so clearly that you couldn't ignore it? A song plays at exactly the right moment. A particular animal crosses your path repeatedly. A conversation answers a question you never spoke out loud. A book falls open to the exact page you needed. Most people experience moments like these at some point in their lives. The question is not whether they happen, the question is what they mean. Ancient cultures paid close attention to signs and omens. Mystics, shamans, and spiritual practitioners have long understood that guidance often arrives indirectly. Not through certainty, oh no, but through patterns. In today's Mystical Minds, we're exploring signs, omens, and synchronicities, how meaningful patterns emerge, how spirit communicates through everyday life, and how to develop discernment without falling into fear or superstition. Because guidance is often present. The real skill here is learning how to recognize it. Hey, everybody, I'd like to welcome you to the Mystical Minds podcast. I'm your host, Allie Thies. I'm the creator of Out of Body Ecstasy and Soulful Connections with over 40 years of experience as a psychic energy worker and soul connection specialist. Over the years, I've written 9 books with the constant cravings of soulful connections, satisfy the unshakable power of soulmates, and twin flames is out now. I've been walking the mystical path since childhood, and now I help others reconnect with their true selves through intuitive readings, soul work, the Soul Connections Academy, and the safe, sacred space of the Mystical Minds community. This podcast is your invitation to explore the magical, metaphysical, and the wildly mysterious side of life. From energy healing to spirit guides, soulmates to sacred rituals, nothing is off limits here. So grab your tea, light a candle, and let's dive into the mystery together. Hey guys, I'm really tired today doing this. My mom is in the hospital, and I haven't gotten any sleep since sometime Sunday, and this is Monday evening. So bear with me as I go through today's episode. I will probably stumble, I'll forget words, but it's because I am absolutely exhausted. All right. Um, and with today's episode, again, want to remind you that my newest book, The Constant Cravings of Soulful Connections, it's officially been published. It is on Amazon in paperback and on Kindle. And I hope you get it because I dive into soulmates, twin flames, karmic relationships, telepathic and energetic connections, intuitive recognition, emotional and spiritual transformation through connection, and so much more. This project has been years. 23 years, matter of fact, in the making. And seeing it finally out in the world feels very meaningful to me. Inside the book, you will get a free subliminal to attract soulful connections, and also I have a free class that goes with the book. All right. So moving forward, let's do the card of the week. And I'm using the exact deck I have for the past couple weeks. Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. And let's see what this week brings for everybody, okay? All right. Let's see what we got here. I'm looking for something exciting, something that's no whammies. And let us see what we get. Hi, sweet to Pia, Mamma Mia. What you doing, babe? That would be one of my cats. I have 11 cats, in case you don't know, and a dog named Karma. So let me see here. Here's a card. How about this one? What do we got? Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Only you can ask. Only you can answer that question. All right. But think about this weekend, and we're talking about signs and omens and that kind of stuff, synchronicity today. Through this and through last week, we talked as well about symbols. Align your life. Find out what is not aligned or needs to change. What is it that needs to change? I know you know. I know you do. You just maybe are ignoring it. You don't want to think about it. It's too hard. It's too scary. Hmm? But do that for me this week, would you? Because the energy's right for it. All right. All right. Now, moving forward is the mystical item of the week. And this week it is a feather. Now, across many spiritual traditions, feathers have symbolized messages, spiritual guidance, connection between worlds, awareness, trust. A feather is light. It moves with the currents around it. In many ways, signs work just the same. They rarely force themselves into our awareness. They drift into our lives repeatedly until we notice them. This week, if you find a feather, pause for a moment. Notice what was on your mind when it appeared. Notice what question you may have been carrying. Sometimes the value of a sign is not in the object itself, it's the awareness it creates. So, in case you forgot, our monthly theme for June is divination and symbolic languages. Today we are talking about signs, omens, and synchronicities, recognizing meaningful patterns. So the word synchronicity was popularized by Carl Jung. He describes synchronicity as a meaningful coincidence, an event that appears connected not through direct cause and effect, but through significance. For example, you think about someone you haven't spoken to in years, minutes later they contact you. You are searching for direction. The exact book, conversation, or message you need appears unexpectedly. What makes these moments important is not simply they occur, it's the meaning they carry. Synchronicities often arrive during major decisions, life transitions, spiritual growth, periods of uncertainty. They tend to appear when awareness is already expanding. The experience feels different because it creates a sense of connection, a feeling that something larger may be participating in the conversation. Now, not every sign arrives dramatically. Most appear quietly. A recurring animal could be a repeated number or a symbol that keeps showing up, a phrase you hear again and again. Spirit often communicates through repetition. One appearance may seem to be, well, just an observation. Repeated appearances invite attention. This is where symbols and signs overlap. The symbol acts as the messenger. The repetition gives it emphasis. The message is not always contained in the symbol itself. Often, the symbol is drawing your awareness towards something happening within you. A sign rarely tells you what to think. What it does do, it encourages you to notice what you're already sensing. One of the most important skills in spiritual development is discernment. Discernment asks of you what feels meaningful, what resonates with you, what creates clarity. Superstition often operates from fear. Discernment operates from awareness. For example, if you see a raven, discernment asks, what does this mean to me? Superstition asks, what bad thing is going to happen next? Notice the difference? One creates curiosity, the other creates fear. Signs should expand awareness. They should not create anxiety. If a message leaves you feeling powerless, fearful, or trapped, pause before assigning meaning to it. Healthy spiritual guidance creates insight, not panic. One reason signs feel powerful is timing. The same event can occur on two different days and have completely different significances. I can't say it. A butterfly crossing your path may mean little one day. The same butterfly appearing immediately after a major realization may feel deeply meaningful. Context matters. Timing matters. Your awareness matters. This is why personal symbolism becomes so important. The meaning of a sign is rarely isolated from the moment in which it appears. Pay attention to what you were thinking about, what decision you were facing, what emotions were present, what questions you were holding. Often, the timing provides as much information as the sign itself. Now, many people ask how to receive more signs. A better question is, how do I become more aware of the signs already present? Awareness grows through observation. Slow down, notice patterns, pay attention to repetition, keep yourself a journal, track recurring symbols, observe your emotional responses. The goal is not to search obsessively for meaning in everything. The goal is to become present enough to recognize meaningful moments when they naturally occur. The more aware you become, the easier it becomes to recognize guidance when it arrives. Now, if you look in today's show's notes under resources, you'll find the Soulwork of the week, which is all about following the pattern. Now, signs rarely arrive to control your life, they arrive to illuminate it. A synchronicity does not remove free will. An omen does not determine your future. A sign does not make the decision for you. What they can do is to help you pay attention. This month in Mystical Minds, we're learning how spirit communicates through cards, symbols, images, and meaningful patterns. Next week, we'll explore creating your personal symbol dictionary and how to build a deeper relationship with the unique symbolic language that appears throughout your life. Until then, stay observant, stay curious, and trust what repeats. And remember, sometimes guidance arrives not as an answer, but as a pattern waiting to be noticed. And that's a wrap here in this episode of Mystical Minds. I hope it sparks something inside of you, a memory, a knowing, a nudge from your soul. Again, don't forget your soul work for the week. You'll find it under resources for episode. And if you loved what we explored today, please don't keep it to yourself. Share this episode with someone who needs a little magic in their life. And if you're craving more, join the Mystical Minds group, a safe, sacred space to explore your spiritual gifts, trust your intuition, and grow as a soul. You'll find support, community, and the people who understand the mystical path. And of course, if soulmates, twin flames, signs, dreams, or soul connections are calling to you, visit the Soulful Connections Academy, which is twinflamesoulmate.com. You can also book a private reading, energy work, or soul session at outofbodyecstasy.com. And until next time, guys, stay grounded, stay curious, and remember, endless possibilities, infinite you.